Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashem Shai Barakathum to you hopefully elect out there. This is just going to be a video in regards to a question. A brother had asked this past Saturday after the camp, and it was in regards to, because I do believe he's a newer fruit, and I do believe he's going out there to teach on his own or whatnot. So he had asked this question, and basically, because when we go out there on the highways and hedges, and part of our customs is to we wear our garments or whatnot, our garments of sackcloth. And the brother, he had asked me basically something along the lines of how when people come up asking questions about what the garments represent, and he just basically one of the how to respond to when people ask what the garments represent. And I told him I would get back with him Lord's will next week or this week's camp, but I figured why not just do this video on it, just in case for any new fruit out there, more specifically brothers that are thinking about going out or are already going out to teach, and you get asked the same question again in regards to what the sackcloth, why we wear the sackcloth, and pretty much what it represents. So Lord's word, this is edifying. I'm going to start in the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 3 says, "And I will give power unto my two witnesses." All right, now the two witnesses going into the 12 tribes, and more specifically the northern and the southern kingdoms. All right. But yeah, that's a different, that's another breakdown for another time. But the two witnesses is going into the northern and the southern kingdom. All right. It says, "And they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth." All right. And again, that 1,260 days, that's another topic in itself. But to the point, it said that the the two witnesses will be prophesying in sackcloth. All right. You see, and again, pretty much the garments that we wear, the garments of sackcloth, because you got a lot of these Israelites. They a lot of these groups, they wear the fancy garments, right? They treat it like it's a fashion show, so to say. But you see the garments of sackcloth, they pretty much represent a state of mourning. All right. It pretty much goes into mourning because, we're in a state of mourning. This is not our rest, as the scriptures say. Let me get that in Micah chapter 2. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction." So, again, man, as long as we're in this captivity, this hellhole of a captivity known as Babylon the Great, all right, we're never gonna be at rest. We're never gonna be at ease, all right. Like the saying goes, man, it's always one thing or another. I remember doing a video with the lesson with the brothers this past Sunday, going into how one of the things the brothers mentioned was how, you see, in this captivity, it's always going to be something. The Lord's always going to put some type of affliction on you to let you know, because one thing the Lord, he needs us to be, he needs us to be at what's the word I'm looking for? He needs us to have a certain level of discomfort so that we don't get comfortable in this place. Because, as I always say, man, this place was never set up for us to be comfortable to begin with. All right. America was set up to be a pure hellhole for the 12 tribes, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. All right. So it was never meant for us to be comfortable here in the first place. And actually, speaking of, the brothers, they know what I'm talking about when I say this, but that Sunday night, man, we had a little, I'm not even going to say an incident, but it was just, one of those things, man, that, we were, kicking it, having a good time. We're with the brothers or whatnot. And, the Lord, he sent us that reminder to let us know that, hey, this is not your rest. This is not your rest. So the Lord's always going to, have something to show us that this is not our rest. Because again, America was never set up for us to be comfortable in the first place. As a matter of fact, when you go into the word America, it goes into bitter. The word, when you go into the word America, it goes into bitterness. And again, this captivity has been exactly that, man. It's been one. This is the worst captivity that we've been in, man. You see, so this is not our rest. And you see, I'm gonna get where is that at? Isaiah 61, verse 1, because you see, we're seeking rest. We're seeking our rest. Ultimately in the form of the kingdom. All right. In the form of Slakia, that kind of threw me off, but as a matter of fact, Slakia, let me pull out of here, man. Salakia. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. Salakia about that. A little something. A little issue, but anyways, I'm gonna read this in Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1. It says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek." Because, part of the good tidings, part of the gospel or the good news is, because you see, when it comes to our people, they think that because they lack that vision, all right, they lack that eye salve, all right. The scriptures say, where there is no vision, the people perish, all right. Because when it comes to 2/3 of our people, they think that America, this is the end all be all. They can't see, because they lack that vision. They don't see anything past Babylon the Great. They think we're just gonna be here forever. They think we're just gonna be working 9 to 5s forever. It's just gonna be like this forever, working until to the day that we die. Well, part of the gospel, the good news, the good tidings is it's not gonna be like this forever. All right, and part of the good news is that we were only put in this hellhole of a captivity as a punishment because we went against our power. All right, and even more so, to further add on to the good news, hey, this is the last time we got to go through this hellhole, and this is the last time that the nation of Israel is going to be in servitude to any other nation. All right, this is the last time we got to go through this. So this is all a part of the gospel, the good news. This is not the end all be all. And the way that prophecy is looking, the way that prophecy is speaking, man, is, hey, man, the Lord, he's getting ready to redeem his elect, man. But reading on, it says, "He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound." So you see, all right, a liberation is coming first and foremost to the elect. Because again, 2/3 they want to stay here. 2/3 they don't see. They think this is it. Well, hey, this is something. There's something contained within the spirit of the elect. All right, the Lord will put the spirit on the elect. All right, because the scriptures talk about how the saints, man, they're crying out day and night to the Lord, man. They, day and night they're complaining. We're complaining. The hopeful elect, we're complaining day and night to the Lord. Because hey, we understand, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, that hey, as I read, man, this is not our rest, man. This is not it, man. We got to get the hell up out of here, man. We've got to get the hell up out of here. All right. Because again, man, it's pure hell. It's pure hell. We're in a state of mourning right now, man. And again, to go back to the point, that's what the garments of sackcloth, that's what they represent. It represents us being in a state of mourning. Right? I'm gonna go to Psalm chapter 60, Psalm chapter 69. The point is in verse 11, but I'm going to read up. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, because for thy sake I have borne reproach. Shame hath covered my face. I am become a stranger unto my brethren and an alien unto my mother's children. For the zeal of thine house hath eaten me up, and the reproaches of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me. When I wept and chastened my soul with fasting, that was my reproach. So basically, long story short, it was pure hell. Now, when you look through what King David what he had to go through, it was pure hell. King David, he called a pure hell. All right. He called pure hell. So reading in verse 11, it says, I made sackcloth as my garment, and I became a proverb to them. So you see, and hey, because hey, like I said, this is the lowest that we've ever been as a nation. This is the worst captivity that we've been in. We're proverbs, bywords, where we're a laughing stock. All right. The whole world is against us, man. All odds are stacked against us, man, in this place, And again, to the point, hey, it's pure hell. It's pure hell. So that's what the garments of sackcloth, that's what they represent, man. The fact that we're in a state of mourning, because again, this is not our rest. This is not our rest, man. So hey, the Lord, going into again back in Revelation. Matter of fact, before I go back, I'm gonna go back to that. Before that, I'm gonna get this in Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy. And pardon me, because I'm on the job, so I gotta keep checking this stupid thing. But Deuteronomy chapter, not 32, verse Deuteronomy 12. Deuteronomy chapter 12. Where's that at, man? Oh yeah, verse 9. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 9, it says, for ye are not as yet come to the rest and to the inheritance which the Lord your power giveth you. So you see, all right, no matter what we obtain on the side, because one way or the other, if you're an Israelite, if your lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're going to feel these curses one way or the other. Just don't think for a second, just because you got these guys like LeBron James, right? These guys like LeBron James, these these so-called these guys that so-called made it within Israel, these celebrities and whatnot, hey, they're still dealing with the curses as well. Make no mistake about it, they're still dealing with the curses, because like I said, one way or the other, if you're an Israelite, if your lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're gonna feel these curses, man. You see. Because again, this is not our rest. And, a problem with a lot of our people, man, they try to obtain that rest. They try to attain the kingdom. Because, this is something that I make this statement often about how Jake, even two thirds in their spirit, they know something's wrong. They know things are off. They know this ain't it. But like I said before, because they don't have that vision, they lack that eye self, that, they lack that vision. So, they try to pursue the kingdom on this side, man, and it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. You know, everything that we long for, even 2/3, everything that we, when it comes to the elect and to the 2/3, everything that we long for, we're going to get it on the other side, man. We're going to get it on the other side. You see? But as of right now, man, again, the scriptures talk about how we have to bear the indignation of the Lord because, again, we went off. We sinned against our power, and he put us in his captivity as a punishment. You see? So, again, this is why, again, man, we're in that state of mourning. This is why we're mourning. It's pure hell, man. 12 tribes, man, the tribes, man, we can't catch a break for nothing, man. We can't catch a break for nothing. But it was set up that way. All right? Because, hey, the only solution to all of our problems is Yahushua, man. He has to come and he has to deliver us. He has to destroy this place. He has to get us out of here, man. That's the only solution. You see, but until then, it's going to be pure hell, man. It's going to be pure hell. So I'm gonna go back to Revelation 11. I'm gonna read it one more time. Yeah, I gotta get back to work. Revelation chapter 11, verse 3. Again, and I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,203 days, clothed in sackcloth. So again, just to sum it up, all right, when people ask the question, you guys, you're wearing those garments. Well, what is it about? What does it mean? What does it represent? Well, it represents mourning. We're in a state of mourning. As I read in Isaiah 61, man, we're captives seeking to be freed, man, seeking to be liberated. You see, man. So we're in a state of mourning, man. So that's what it represents. So hopefully this is edifying. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashem Shai Brakathum to your hopefully elect. Lord's willing, until next time. Shalom.